isn't the place for this. You shouldn't be here. I'd love for you to wheel yourself out while you're still early. Soon the camera will capture someone with a disability at my wedding. Remember, this is a one-day event, and I don't want people with disabilities in my wedding pictures or videos.
Amanda, I'm your best friend. I deserve to be here.
Lucy, this isn't about you. I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? Why? Because I'm disabled? Amanda didn't respond, but her silence spoke volumes. Tears immediately gathered in my eyes. I can't believe you, after everything I did for you. You put me in this situation, Amanda, and I never held you responsible for it. You're being so unfair right now.
Enough! You're making a scene! Security! Come take this cripple lady out of here, please!
2 men immediately approached us and began wheeling me away. I screamed and cried, but Amanda didn't change her mind. I met Amanda when we were both 8 years old. She had just moved into the neighborhood and was playing in the yard next door. I had been sitting on my porch, shy and unsure if I should go over and say hi, but Amanda ran straight up to me.
Hey, I'm Amanda. Want to come play?
That day was the start of a friendship that felt like it could conquer anything. We were inseparable through middle school, high school, and even college. I trusted Amanda with everything. She was the sister I never had. It was the summer after our college graduation when my life changed forever. Amanda had begged me to go on a road trip with her.
Come on, Lucy. We deserve this. Just one last adventure before adulting takes over. You're always so boring. Let's loosen up a little. Come on.
I was hesitant. I had just started a new job and didn't want to take time off, but Amanda had a way of convincing me.
You'll regret it if you don't. I swear, I have everything planned out. All you have to do is come with me to have fun.
I ended up agreeing and we left. On the second day of our trip, Amanda wanted to take a scenic route.
It's supposed to be beautiful. I know we'll love it.
I didn't argue. I love the mountains too. But Amanda, always distracted, was texting while driving. I'd always warned her about that bad habit of hers, but she never listened. She was extremely stubborn. Amanda, watch the road. Get off your phone before you crash this car.
Relax, Lucy. I've got this. You worry too much. I promise, I got this.
She didn't. The car veered off the road, hitting a tree before flipping over. I blacked out, and when I woke up in the hospital, my life was no longer the same. The accident left me with a spinal cord injury. I couldn't walk anymore. Amanda was devastated, crying bedside me every day. I was sad and angry, but I couldn't bear to see my best friend in tears like that. I needed to comfort her, despite needing comfort myself.
I'm so sorry, Lucy. This is all my fault. I never should have even brought you there. I hate myself so much for this. I should have listened to you. I'm so stupid.
I was sad and angry, but I couldn't bear to see my best friend in tears like that. I needed to comfort her, despite needing comfort myself. I don't blame you. It was an accident.
It's not okay. You should get angry. If I was in your shoes, I'd even kick you out of my life forever. I'd never forgive you. So, please get angry, Lucy.
As angry as I wanted to be, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. I needed my best friend more than ever. Her words about being in my shoes were quite worrisome, but I didn't pay attention to it. I concluded that she was just speaking based on all the emotions on her. So I forgave her, even as I struggled to adjust to my new reality. For a while, things were okay. Amanda helped me through rehab and encouraged me to stay positive. But as the years passed, she started to pull away. She wasn't as available as she used to be, and I often felt like an afterthought. Still, I tried to hold on to our friendship. One day, I overheard from a mutual friend that Amanda was getting married. The words hit me like a slap in the face. My best friend, one I'd considered my sister, was planning her wedding, and she hadn't even told me. I called her immediately. Amanda, are you getting married? I just heard from Layla, and I'm so shocked. Is it a prank or are you really getting married?
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to tell you.
Why didn't you?
I didn't want to stress you out, Lucy. You've been through so much already. I didn't think you'd want to deal with all the chaos of a wedding. You know how it is. Walking around, bumping into people. You can't even walk, Lucy. How could I make you go through such stress?
Her words stung. I tried to argue, but Amanda, as always, had a way of twisting things.
You know I care about you. I just wanted to make things easier for you.
Somehow she made me feel guilty for questioning her. I guess I understand. I'm sorry for not thinking in that direction. You're so thoughtful. When the wedding invitations were sent out, mine was suspiciously absent. Amanda brushed it off when I asked.
We're keeping it small. Just family and a few close friends.
Close friends. The words rang in my ears. Was I not her best friend anymore? I decided to find out for myself. I asked around until a neighbor mentioned the venue. On the day of the wedding, I arrived at the venue, my heart pounding. I hadn't been invited, but I had to know why Amanda was shutting me out. Dressed in a simple gown, I rolled my wheelchair through the garden, trying to blend in. The moment Amanda spotted me, her face turned to one of shock and then anger. She marched over, her white dress flowing behind her.
Lucy, what are you doing here? Did I invite you? How did you even find this place? Lucy, are you stalking me?
What? No. I wanted to see you. You didn't invite me. Why, Amanda? I thought we were best friends.
This isn't the place for this. You shouldn't be here. I'd love for you to wheel yourself out while you're still early. Soon the camera will capture someone with a disability at my wedding. Remember, this is a one-day event, and I don't want people with disabilities in my wedding pictures or videos.
Amanda, I'm your best friend. I deserve to be here.
Lucy, this isn't about you. I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? Why? Because I'm disabled? Amanda didn't respond, but her silence spoke volumes. Tears immediately gathered in my eyes. I can't believe you, after everything I did for you. You put me in this situation, Amanda, and I never held you responsible for it. You're being so unfair right now.
Enough! You're making a scene! Security! Come take this cripple lady out of here, please!
2 men immediately approached us and began wheeling me away. I screamed and cried, but Amanda didn't change her mind. People turned to stare, some shaking their heads pitifully. Humiliated, I was left outside the venue, tears streaming down my face. The woman I had considered my sister had just thrown me out of her wedding, treating me like a problem she needed to get rid of. That night, I sat alone in my apartment, replaying the events over and over in my head. The betrayal cut deeper than anything I had ever felt, but as the anger boiled within me, so did a sense of resolve. Amanda might have humiliated me, but she wouldn't break me. If she didn't value me, then I would start valuing myself. I didn't need her approval. I didn't need her pity, and I certainly didn't need her as a friend anymore. I wiped my tears. Amanda had shown me who she really was, and I would never forget it. 2 years passed. 2 long years of silence, healing, and moving on. I hadn't spoken to Amanda since the day she humiliated me at her wedding. She had become nothing more than a ghost of my past, a reminder of betrayal so deep, it still stung when I thought about it. But I refused to let her haunt me. I was rebuilding my life, brick by brick, without her. Then, one rainy evening, my doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I hesitated before wheeling myself over to the door. When I opened it, I froze. Amanda stood there, drenched from the downpour, her face pale and swollen with tears. She looked nothing like the confident, radiant woman I once called my best friend.
Lucy, I know you don't want to see me right now, but I need your help.
For a moment, I couldn't speak. Anger and shock flooded my body. I refused to invite her in. I didn't even say a word to her. I just watched her face.
Please, I didn't know where else to go. You know I have no one else to depend on. We're best friends, remember?
The audacity to still call me her best friend was funny. I kept a straight face and asked what she wanted.
It's my husband, Lucy. He's been hitting me, yelling, controlling everything I do. I'm terrified of him, Lucy. I need to leave, but I have nowhere to go. Can I stay here for a while? Just until I figure things out? You'll do this for me, won't you? I know you won't leave me hanging. You're my best friend, and I'm yours. Best friends help each other.
A part of me recoiled at the sight of her tears, remembering all too well how she had dismissed mine. The humiliation she inflicted on me, the betrayal, and the sheer cruelty of throwing me out of her wedding came flooding back. I couldn't believe she was at my door, crying for help. How the tables turned.
I know I don't deserve it after everything I've done. But please, Lucy, I'm begging you, remember our friendship.
Our friendship? You humiliated me. You made me feel worthless. And now, after 2 years of silence, you think you can show up here and ask me for help?
Lucy, I was wrong. I know I was wrong. I know I should have asked you to leave in a better way, but I need your help now. I don't have anyone else.
You're still so selfish. You didn't think about me when you threw me out of your wedding, Amanda. You didn't care about how I felt, so why should I care now? I don't owe you anything. Not my time, not my pity, and certainly not my help. Find someone else to cry to. She tried to beg, but I slammed the door on her face and went up to my room, going straight to bed. A person like Amanda doesn't deserve being in my thoughts. 2 days later, I overheard the news from a neighbor. Amanda had been in an accident. A car had run off the road in the storm and had hit her. The injuries were severe: a broken spine, shattered bones, and permanent paralysis in her right arm. She would never walk again. The irony wasn't lost on me. The same fate that she had humiliated me for, she now shared. But if anyone expected me to visit her, they were mistaken. I didn't go to the hospital, didn't send a card, and didn't ask how she was doing. Amanda was no longer my concern. She had burned that bridge, and I had no intention of rebuilding it. In the weeks that followed, I heard bits and pieces of updates from mutual acquaintances. Amanda's life was in shambles. Her husband had abandoned her after the accident, leaving her to deal with her injuries alone. She was living with a distant cousin who barely had the means to care for her. The cousin was busy working and often neglected Amanda, and since money was tight, Amanda was suffering. People asked me if I'd go see her. She was your best friend, they said. She's going through so much. I'd reply that she stopped being my best friend the moment she threw me out of her wedding, and I didn't owe her anything. And I meant it. Amanda was a stranger to me now, just as she had treated me like one when I showed up at her wedding. Whatever pain she was enduring, it was her burden to carry, not mine. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below saying I subscribed, and we will try our best to reply to your comment.